All right.
Clapperboard.
Oh, we've got the clapperboard. Now you just got to look at the camera. Make love to the camera.
Yeah, right.
All right, so here we are. This is Craig's 25 Dodge?
Yes, currently.
Of sorts, yeah.
Yes, that part is.
Yeah, that bit is, and that's the main thing. So Craig, tell us really quickly a bit about your car.
It's based on a 25 Dodge, that's exactly the same cow that we used on my stick shift. I started building this 8-9 years ago. Finished it 7 years ago. After my stick shift, I wanted something with a roof, so I thought I'll have a roof. And originally it was supposed to be a low budget build when my boys were in their early teens. They're now
30.
Yeah, so it sort of sat for a fair while and did nothing. But basically I just wanted a cheap car like my stick shift, but I wanted it with a roof. I also wanted to see how small I could build a car and still have all the mod cons, well, as much as you can have in something this size, and use it every day. So I've driven it nearly every day for 7 years now. It's just about to click over 95,000 Ks.
Yeah, okay. And you've been across the country.
Been across the country twice in it, been out to the south. You know, lots of country trips, and you know, like it'll drive to Albany and back in a day, and it's just like a normal drive. You know, like it's just a normal car. But it is my normal car. I don't have another car to get to work, so when it's broken, I don't come to work. I have to fix the car.
Just have to fix it and come to work.
I have to fix it to come to work.
You have got another car, but
let's not talk about that.
We don't talk about.
No, we don't talk. That's the car we don't talk about. That came up in my Facebook memories today 3 years ago, and apparently I was all gung-ho and I was going to have it done very shortly.
Yeah.
And that was 3 years ago.
And it's got the usual power plant. It's Holden 6
Red motor, Trimatic, Tirana front end, did have a Tirana rear end. It's had more hits than Elvis. It used to have full bonnet and sides, and it had like a louvered sort of sides. Probably about 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, someone backed into it with a 1-ton ute and wiped off the front end. So that was all fixed. So then last year before last, we were in America, and my son and his wife were sitting at a set of lights, stationary, and someone ran up the arse and hit it at 60 k's an hour, bent the diff, fuel tank, all that sort of stuff. So I've since upgraded to a narrow bore Warner out of a Falcon. So I've changed the ratios, gone to LSD, went to taller tyres, so now we're running 16-inch rims on the back. In preparation for the new motor. It's getting a new motor.
So this motor that's in it is the $400 motor that could?
That's the little motor that could.
So it's doing really well, but you're going to build up a new motor using the aluminium cylinder head that we opened last week in our unboxing. I'm treating
myself. I've never spent this amount of money on a motor before, ever.
So what's the aim? The aim is to run 12.7s?
I'd like to do, well, Boris has
faster than Boris.
Boris has run a 1283.
So
he can correct us if we're wrong, and I need to beat him.
Just got to beat Boris.
So as long as I can get a 1282, I'm happy. So
good to have an aim or a target.
A goal. Yeah, that's it. That's what. But I still want it so that I can drive it every day. It still has to be an everyday car.
And the thing is, I mean, I've driven it a few times here and there. It's a really fun car to drive. You get in. It's like driving a go-kart.
Yeah.
It's really good fun to drive.
Oh, it is. It's like it handles, it sticks to the road. Like, you know, roundabouts is like one hand, and you can go through a roundabout at 80 k's an hour, and it's sort of only a quarter of a turn and you're around it, and it goes really well. So, but yeah, it's just a fabricated chassis. That was original. And like this section here, back, was the back of a front seat of a Tourer we picked up at Kennington Swap Meet once.
Yeah.
And so just sort of joined everything in. Originally, I was building it without a roof because we were just building it up out of all the stuff we had lying around at home.
Yep.
And then I sort of went, oh no, it needs a roof. So then we made it so that I made all this section, used a VC Valiant station making roof skin for the roof, and hammer formed all of these bits. Then had to make new door skins because I lifted this up to make the doors a little bit higher. Then made new windshield post. Then made the windshield because it didn't match the post, and it just sort of went on from there. But I just sort of wanted to just prove to myself that I could build basically everything on the car myself. And it's a personal thing. I didn't want to buy a lot of off-the-shelf store-bought parts.
Yeah.
So I wanted to use, it's a Jag steering column. Even the gauge panel, the aluminium gauge panel. Well, I made that. I hammer formed that out of sheet aluminium to make it look like a cast aluminium gauge panel.
Yep.
So the seats are made. Drew Menzies, he did the upholstery for me, and the curtains. I think I did one trip over east without the curtains, and that gets quite windy, so we put the curtains in, and when I did that, you can drive it anywhere, and my wife will come with me, and she'll happily she'll go to Bunbury and back in it. She's been that far.
Okay.
But she won't do across the Nullarbor.
No.
That's not going to happen.
That's what aeroplanes are for.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Very cool. All right. Yeah. So now what I'll do is I'll do some feature stuff and show everyone what it's all about.
Yep.
Thank you, sir.